Hi, my name is Marion Rietveld and I'm 16 years old. I go to Columba College in Dunedin, New Zealand. Thresholds. I write with trembling, not fear, but the echo of too many voices trying to fit into the same silence. A door creaks open, not wide, but just enough for hope to slip its golden wrists through. I come from land that speaks, even when we don't. Tui in the morning flax, singing languages and resistance we almost lost. Sometimes democracy feels like my grandmother's hands, quiet, but always doing, plaiting rope, not noise. You, reading this, might not believe in change. Not anymore, but I do. If only. Because we're still here, arguing, breathing, not finished. These are days. I press my ear to the ground and hear protests in the dirt. Roots growing towards something better. We all live somewhere between what is and what could be. Bless you. Word for choosing my tongue instead of silence. I write because I must. Because democracy is a pulse. Faint, but is always there. We shape what listens. A river remembers the hands that carved it. Land doesn't forget footsteps, even when the walkers do. Language is a pattern in the ear, not just sound, and the quietest person still changes the shape of the room. My ancestors did not write constitutions, but they knew how to wait for the moon to rise through the mist, how to listen before speaking. I think of democracy not just as a structure, but as rhythm, a marae of thought, where every voice must be accounted for, even the ones that hurt. I cannot separate myself from the girl I was when I first saw a protest and didn't know what it meant, only that it looked like a heartbeat on pavement. I speak now, and I am aware that not everyone gets to, that silence is sometimes survival, that speech can be a risk, and also a rebirth. At school, we read about rights, but in my friend's kitchen, we practice them. Taking turns, disagreeing kindly, naming the unnamed. The sky doesn't care if we are right, but it stays long enough for us to come back to each other. Sometimes I think democracy isn't about winning arguments, but keeping the table set, even when no one's hungry yet. I offer this writing, not as an answer, but as proof that I was here, thinking, in relation. Democracy looks like this. Should I speak up in class? Reply hazy. Try again. Will they call me dramatic if I do? Signs point to yes. Was that teacher's joke racist? Most likely. Should I say something? Better not tell you now. Is land ownership a myth? Without a doubt. Should I keep saying Kiora even when they blink at me weird? Yes, definitely. Kawaii-o. Better ask the mountains. Will they ever teach us our real history? Outlook not so good. Should I be the one to remind them again? You may rely on it. Is Whenua just soil to them? It is decidedly so. Should I wear my kakahu with pride, even when no one else does? Yes, definitely. Will I ever feel tino rangatira in my house? My reply is no, wait. Ask again later. Do they only listen when we are quiet? Most likely. Will my voice shake when I speak? Yes, but do it anyway. Is it in karakia, in whānau, in waita, in walking home safe? Without a doubt. Will they ever listen? My sources say no. Will I keep speaking anyways? I, always. Thank you very much for listening to my pieces. Tschüss.